Hey there, YouTubers. I have a really cool tip for you. If you're like me, well, not everybody has this scenario at work, but alright, let's say you hate typing in the times. You got a start time and you have an end time, okay? Let's say you have to type, I got in at 1 p.m. and that I worked until 5:32 p.m. And let's say you have to type in dates a whole bunch of times, or your employees do, or somebody that you're programming for does in Excel. Well, that's annoying. Type in all these colons and whatnot. So what are we going to do about that? We're going to create something. In fact, at my work, I'm going to highlight all these and hit Control 1. And I'm going to show you the time format that we use. It's like military time. So you have 1 through 24 for your hours, 24 being midnight, and 1 being 1 in the morning, and 13:30 would mean 1:30 p.m. in this example here. So if I double click there, we actually use military time. So but you still have to type a colon. You'd still have to type, for 2:30 you'd have to type 14:30. And it would represent 2:30 p.m. Up in the actual Excel's brain, it knows that means 2:30 through 5:32. But I'm going to show you a way that using Visual Basic we can, and a worksheet event, a change event, we can actually make it so the user would only have to type 1430 and would not have to type the silly colon right there. And it would automatically convert this entire cell into this. Or they could just type, if it was 7:30 in the morning, they could type 730. And see, if I do that now, it's going to get mad at me and think I'm talking about something weird. So if I type 7:30, it'll do that. So let's get started, shall we? And you can use this military time or regular time, anything. Let's get started. We're going to hit Alt F11, and we're going to go to, let's make a new one. Make a new module right here. We're going to call it, no, it's not even a function. Boy, I'm way off. I'd like to do a worksheet event. So let's just right click on this worksheet called Mil Time, and we'll go to View Code. That will automatically set us up in this worksheet here. We want to use, instead of a general macro, we want to use a worksheet event. So click on worksheet. I don't want to do a selection change. Anytime I click away, it'll run this code, but I want to do a worksheet change. So every time a cell's value is changed or deleted, it'll do a worksheet change. So let's just delete the default thing here. So let's get started. What are we going to do? We're going to say, and watch the basic series of how to do that. We're going to say if not intersect, and we want the intersection of, let's just do like A1 through B100 or something. If the intersection of A1 through B100, comma, target, we know that target is whatever cell just changed. So if the intersection of that and our target cell, oh my goodness, I thought something looked strange. There's something looked wrong. You'd use the range of A1 through B100, and then comma, the target is nothing, then I thought there was an extra. Okay, so if the intersection of A1 through B100 and the target is not nothing, I know it's like backwards English, then we'll run our code. And so I put an end if there because I know I don't want to get caught with that error later. So if this is true, if the cell that I changed is within A1, or oh dang, I need to make it A2 through B100. A2 through B100. Okay, if it's from here to here, then let's run our code. So let's just try that. This is not between A2 and B100, so if I hit enter, nothing happens. But if I click here and hit enter, it says that we are ready to go. So let's do this. Let's say, let's get the length of that. Length of target And what are we going to have that be? We'll just say TLEN, target length, equals length of the target. So we're going to use that. So, alright, if TLEN, if the length of that, the cell, is 1, then, and we're going to use, I think, a time value. Yeah, let's try that. Then the time value of, okay, let's see. So we're going to have a variable, let's just call it time v, the time value equals, and this time value thing right here is actually native to Excel, so it knows what we're talking about. We're going to get the time value of, and use a text string to be what you want. So TLEN, let's see. So if the length is 1, then the time value equals, or time v equals the time value of TLEN. No, we just want, we'll use target. And then ampersand, and then in quotes you'll put :00 end quote, and hit end, or parentheses. And then we're going to say else, we're going to say else if the length of that is 2, oops, then, now let's copy and paste this really quick. What we'll do is, if the length is 2, like if you put 20 o'clock, meaning what is that? Boy, I'm out of it. 8 p.m., I guess. So if it's 20, if the length is 2 digits, then you're going to take the time value of, again, the target, which is 20, and then put :00, and then get the time value of that string of text. Then, otherwise, if TLEN equals 3, so if that's true, then time v equals time value of, if it's 3 digits, then you're going to need the left 2 here joined with a colon, and then the third one, you need, like if it was 130, that would be 1:30 in the morning, so you'd want the 1 to be on the left, and then the other 2, the rightmost 2, to be on the left. So let's do that really quick. We'll say the left of target, comma 1, the first digit to the left of target, joined with quote, where you can join with a colon, and join that with the right of target, and the two digits there. Whoopsie, what did I do here? Ooh, they don't like that. Oh, we have to join the time value, so we have to put it in parentheses there. Okay, the final one is else if TLEN equals 4. So if the length is 4, then, and I'm going to copy and paste that, because that's some pretty good stuff. We can work with that. The time value is, or the time v is going to be the value of the leftmost 2, and join with a colon, and join with the rightmost 2 of our target. So 2 and 2. So if they typed like 1232, it would put the second, so it would be 12 and a colon and 32 on this side of it, and convert it. Else if, let's say if time v, or no, excuse me, if TLEN, so if the length of it is greater than 4, then I guess we'll just do nothing. Or we could send them to an error message if we felt like. And then say end if. All right. So let's see what happens. Let's scroll through here. So far, the length of it is 0, so it's just going to do nothing. Let's type something in there. Let's type 430. So that would be 4:30 in the morning. Okay. Oh, we better finish that up, hadn't we? Let's say target equals time v. So time v is the variable that we've been programming no matter what. If it's a 1-digit, 2-digit, 3-digit, or 4-digit number typed in there, then time v will receive the value of that stuff we just programmed. So the target cell is going to be equal to whatever we shoved in time v depending on the scenario. And that ought to do it. We might also take the target dot format or dot maybe number format. Let's say dot number format. Target dot number format equals, and let's change the number formatting to be hour, colon, minute, and put that in quotes, and that's the number format we're going to change that target to. Now, if the sheet is protected and you're not allowed to change number formatting, then this would bring up an error right here. But let's just change that format of that target cell. So let me type that again, 430. And when I hit enter, it changes the formatting to be, mercy, the calculation's all jacked up on here. Hmm. 430. Oh well, let's see. That didn't work, did it? Let's see what happened. Let's take it step by step here. I'm gonna put a stopper right here if we're within our range here. 430. It didn't even stop. That's kind of wild, isn't it? 430. Well, that's very interesting. Okay, I wonder if we have, if for some reason the calculation or the events got turned off. Control G, application dot enable events equals true. I don't know if that'll matter at all. Let's say 10:30. Well, they really don't like us, do they? Worksheet change if the intersection of A2 through B100 and target is nothing, then. Well, that's a doozy. Well, I've just tried to stop any kind of worksheet change event, and for some reason it's still being all messed up. So I might have to, I'm just going to restart the workbook. It looks like it's acting all funky. Let's try that. I'll be right back after I restart that. Okay, we just restarted the workbook. Let's see, okay, it's stopped. So it looks like it's finally taken it. That was so weird. All right, sorry about that, guys. So target value is 4. Let's take a look. Let's debug through. The length of target is going to be 1 digit long. So if tlen equals 1, it is 1 digit long. Then time v, our thing we put here, equals the time value of 4 and colon 00. Let's hit it. And that the time value gives us the 4 a.m. So then we're going to take the target.number format is going to be hour, colon minute. And so I just changed that. Then target equals time v. So the actual value of the target cell, which I think is right here, is going to become 4 a.m. Let's do that. Oh boy. And now you notice that it might it looks like we just changed that cell again, and it re-prompted the worksheet change. Oh boy, what's going to happen? So now it's going to go through, and it's going to maybe want to do something else with it. Looks like we have an never-ending loop on our hands. That's probably why it freaked out. So what do we do about that? Well, simple. Let's go right here, and we're going to say application.enable events equals false. That means that when the target cell is changed, it will not re-trigger this worksheet change event. Then, of course, right afterwards, we need to turn it back on. So application.enable events equals true after we already made that change. So this will stop it from triggering in just a moment. Again, let's do it. Application enable events equals false. Oh boy. So we're about to change the target cell again to, well, now it's empty. Terrible example. So let's do that again. Let's type in 5:30 in the morning. Okay, hit enter. Ooh, it worked. Let's type in over here. How about 16? Enter. Oh boy, it turned it into 4 p.m. How about 17:21? It turned it into 5:21 p.m. Now, okay, I know what you're saying. In your mind, you're saying, "Oh, first of all, that's going to give you an error." We'll address that in another video. There's a way to say, "Oh, heck with it. Let's just get it over with." How about if this? How about this? If cells dot count, or excuse me, if selection dot count, I think, or selection dot cell count is greater than 1, then exit sub or something. I may not be spot on with that. I may have to look that up. Let's go back here. Selection dot count. What is selection dot count? It is greater than 1 because we have more than one selected when I hit delete. So that'll exit the sub right away. We don't have to worry about hitting delete on a massive scale. It'll ignore that. Okay, but what I was going to say is you're probably wanting it to say something like this. 4:32 space PM, like that, instead of saying 16:32 without the PM. So it's very simple. All you have to do is change the part that says the target.number format, changing the number format to, instead of hour, colon, minute, and that's all. Just do space AM/PM. That's the formatting that you need in order to do that. So let's type 5:30. And so now it changed the formatting of that cell to say 05:30 space AM. What if it was 12:32? Bam, 12:32 p.m. But you notice I'm not having to type the colons. Ha ha ha. So this is really awesome. Try this. Try this 1800 hours. You type 18 and hit enter. It'll put 6 p.m. What if I wanted to say 18:30? Or if I put 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1:23 a.m. If you didn't like the leading 0, you can just change the formatting again. You could do whatever the heck you want with the formatting. You could just put a 1H, so H colon minute / AM PM. So if I type 1, 2, 3, it's going to be just 1:23 space AM. Or you could say, the easiest way is to type it in military time, at least, without the colons. That way you could just blaze through stuff. 6 o'clock. Okay, about 18. 3:30 in the morning. 3:30. 3:30 in the afternoon. 15:30. So I can do this with one hand. I can do it all day long. And I do not have to move over here and hit shift colon or anything. I can just type whatever I want. So. What is this? I guess they don't like the midnight. 24 and 00. Well, not sure what to do about that. We'll have to address that later. 24, that actually, you probably just type 00 for 12 a.m. Yeah, just type 00. Don't ever type 24. Anyway, thanks for watching.